What's going on, guys? It's your girl, Mikkel Rose, and welcome to Iconix Radio. I'm so excited. Can't you see this face? I'm so excited about today's special, amazing guest. Y'all calm down in the back. Don't throw that up here. The beautiful, amazing, the wonderful, and the first timer, y'all, Davida Garrett Young. How you feeling, Queen?
I'm feeling fine.
Hubby back there smiling. Look, he cheek to cheek. Let's get it. I am so honored to have you both, first of all, here. We are here to break the book, to talk about an amazing project that you have let out. Very personal, very deep, based on a true story. You are now an author, and God definitely took his time on you, sis. He took his time on you. No, thank you. So, published author.
Yes, ma'am.
Writer.
Yes.
The founder, along with your amazing husband, of the Helping Hands boarding home.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's get it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is going to be an amazing interview. So you guys get your pen and your pads, get ready, because this is about to be a long, fun ride. So, Davida, I asked you a question earlier. I said, you woke up this morning and what you do? And what you said?
I went to McDonald's and got me a cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Went over to the boarding home, opened it up, prepared breakfast for my guys.
Mm-hmm.
Served breakfast, sat down at the computer.
Wow. And got to business.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. You're a giver.
Yes.
You're a nurturer.
I am.
By nature.
Yes, that's me.
But your story does not start that way.
No, it don't.
I want to say, first of all, thank you for having the courage to tell your story. I have gotten a chance to begin the journey of your book, To Suffer, to Endure, and to Survive. Guys, this book is amazing. It is an easy read, but is an emotional roller coaster that will definitely make you feel that you're taking every step with Miss Young. So, I guess my first question would be, as a writer, yes, how would you describe your work?
I would just say it's from the heart.
Okay.
It's just my story. It's my life.
Mm-hmm.
I just dug deep and wrote everything that I could about me from beginning to end to where we are now.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I know that that this story definitely tells your childhood, a part of your childhood. And let's first start off with where you from, girl?
Houston, Texas.
South Side, stand up, South Side for live. Let's get it. I know that this is definitely pre-recorded, but tomorrow is the birthday of the one and only Robert Earl Davis, DJ Screw. Okay. So definitely, I mean, you can't be from the South Side if you don't know,
That's
Robert Earl Davis. Just saying. So, got 2 South Side girls here. Hey, y'all. So, let's talk about, the book. You growing up, I could just say, what was it like for you growing up? But if you can generally, starting off in the book, you were amongst your grandmothers and things of that nature. Go ahead.
Yes. Well, growing up it was fun. It was difficult. It had its ups and downs.
Yeah.
The fun parts were grandma's house. She was my everything.
Yes.
My go-to. that was my rock.
Yes, yes.
So, yeah.
In the book, you talk about briefly. I ain't gonna tell you out the book because you got to get it. But you talk about something that's so relatable when you would go to your grandmother's house, one of your grandmother's house,
Yes.
and because it's two grandmothers now.
Right.
But one of your grandmother's house, and she would wash clothes.
Oh yeah.
And she would get the washboard, and
Yeah.
I mean that's good Southern living, honey.
Yeah.
I mean, let's talk about that, because most kids, they don't get that piece of the childhood where they can grow and learn something domestic from the old school.
That's right.
Let's talk about that.
Well, it was certainly a learning experience because I don't think the kids today know what a washboard.
Let the washer and the dryer go out now.
So just that whole amazing time was fun. I mean, just from the pail she would wash in to the scrub board, it was fun. It was actually fun to me. So to wash those clothes like that, hang them up on the line with the little duck pins, hey, that was life for me. I used to run through those sheets back and forward. She'd tell me to go see if they were dry. She knew I was gonna play in those sheets. I run back and forth through those sheets, and just that was my happy moment. That was my happy place.
Wow.
Yeah, that was my happy place.
Speaking of a happy place, I believe that you talk about, in the beginning of the book, you talk about those happy moments, but you also hit on some things, I believe, if you don't mind me mentioning, amongst your siblings, when you and your siblings would go and visit someone else and things weren't always the same. And I think for the parents that are out there, for people that are listening that may have children that are biracial and they could have the same, when you're talking about, if you will, color racism within the family, because you hit on so much stuff, girl. I don't want to tell it all, but I just want to talk about let's talk about that, because that's so big.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We would go like every summer to one of my grandmother's house, and I mean, she had favoritism. If you were the lighter one, you got to sit at the table first, eat first, and take a bath first. And
oh, girl, that other part. Yeah. Listen, that I can truly say that you went deep, girl. Yeah. You hit it hard, y'all. This book is nothing for children that are out there. For parents, for families that are out there, this is a must read. I'm telling you. Because, girl, when we see so much of child abuse, we see so much of child neglect that's happening these days, and it's becoming headline every day.
Yeah, and we never even share with my mom what was going on, and that's just, you just need to know how your children are being taken care of. And I mean, at home, me and my siblings, we're close. We were best friends. So to see the difference that was being made between the lighter and the darker, it upset me. It angered me, because I'm looking at, hey, that's my sister.
Right. Don't mess with my sister. But I love you, Grant. But what time we gonna eat? But don't play with me. Don't play with me. Right. I think that, for you to say that someone that you loved and that you actually expected to protect you, there's a lot of people that dropped the ball.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
But I think in the beginning of the book, which I'm only going to talk about the beginning, is because we can't tell y'all everything. But you touch on so much in the beginning. I'm like, yo, this is... You would go to your grandmother's house, and she would separate the lights against the darks.
That's right.
I'm gonna be straight up.
Yeah.
And she would let the lighter skinned grandchildren bathe before the darker skin didn't dump the water. She would make the darker skin, not just saving the water, not to save water, but she would make the darker skinned grandchildren, let me be clear,
that's right,
bathe in the dirty water that, and I'm sure y'all was outside playing, turned up, everything. So this is the visual that you give to the readers. Yeah. Girl, I was sitting up there like, okay, I only got a few more lashes left. And I had just started the book.
Wow.
I mean, seriously, so I just want to say, girl, thank you. Like, thank you so much for telling. So let's keep going.
Okay.
So you write, so what got you to sit down? Because there's a lot that goes behind, there's a lot of courage that goes into this. Because there's a lot more into this book that we don't talk about, and we're going to hit a little bit.
Absolutely.
So how do we get there?
I've been trying to write it. I actually had it written. And every time I tried to go over it, it would take me to a dark place.
Okay.
So I know one Sunday during the pandemic, I was listening to Pastor David Berkeley.
Okay.
And I felt like that whole sermon was for me. He was saying sometimes, you start things, you put it down, and you just might be putting down your blessing. So I was like, that was just an epiphany. I was like, let me pick my book up and start writing it. And I was able to finish it in 2 days. So, yeah, I was determined. I went all to Galveston writing, go to Kima writing. I just was going, and I got through with it. And that's how I was able to get through it. But, yeah, it's been written. It just took me, I guess that Sunday that sermon was for me.
One good Sunday morning.
That's it.
Oh.
Yep, that's it.
Wow. So, Pastor David Berkeley.
David Berkeley. Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Pastor David. Has he got a chance to?
He did. I have his copy. Actually, my sister is a member there.
Okay.
So I've given him. I've given her a copy for him and his wife.
Okay.
But yeah, he hadn't even
Pastor,
read it.
we want to know you are the reason for this season now.
That's right.
Wow. That's awesome. So you get down to Galveston. What's the first thing that's in your mind before you write your first word?
It was like a sense of peace because water calms me. As long as I'm there by the water,
too, girl.
It's a calming.
Yes.
It's a calming feeling.
Yes.
So I just sat in that car and I felt like, hey, I just wrote, didn't stop, didn't look up, parked. I don't even think I paid the meter.
Period. What you say? We'll say we gonna write this. Yeah. Okay, we gonna go back to the 90s. Yes, free parking in the Jeep. Right. I love it. Yeah. You got it done. Now, throughout your childhood, the childhood that we're speaking of, and a lot of the names have been changed to protect identities and things of that nature. So throughout the book, there becomes a time where things take a turn a little bit worse than more so racism. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So certain people did not believe certain things that you were saying that were actually true. Mm-hmm. We see this happen all the time on Steve Wilkos. We see this thing happen on so many different daytime shows. And we like, oh, they lying. Yeah. True or false. Yeah. This is real life.
Real life.
So briefly, if you will, without going too much into the book, your life, briefly, what happened that literally made this come?
There was a lot of childhood abuse.
Okay.
Man, I feel like your mom is supposed to protect you.
Yes, ma'am.
And I love my mom.
Yes, ma'am.
And I love her dearly, but generational curses, and she just passed it down to the children.
Yes, ma'am.
I feel like she failed me.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
feel like she didn't protect me when I needed her to. She didn't believe me when I needed her to.
Yes, ma'am.
So, I mean, as a child, a teen, you go to your mom. When you have things occurring in your life or
Yes,
things
ma'am.
that's happening, I know dad is good, but you run to mom.
That's right.
And when mom fail you,
Yeah.
that's it. That's pretty much it for me.
I think that is pretty much I think that pretty much sums up where the world is going right now. There's a lot of mothers that are neglecting their children on so many levels, But sometimes it can become detrimental to where there's lifetime physical, mental, emotional, real trauma.
And I carried it.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm 50. I carried it.
You wrote your book when you were 50. Now that said, or were you 49?
I wrote it. I started writing it at the end of 49.
Okay.
And my birthday came in February.
Boom.
So
drop it, girl. At 50.
So yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's I think you are like you're like such a motivation, because some people go all of their lives without living in truth. I think that is so true. I think it's so I think it's so real to live in your truth at one point in your life. You gotta tell the truth. You gotta tell the truth. No matter what people gonna say, no matter what people gonna think or feel, live in your truth.
And I didn't do it to like bash or embarrass
ma'am.
her. But there are a lot of people who has my story and they're afraid to share it. Afraid to lose family members or just a disbelief or someone saying, hey, it's not true, and nah. I was going to write mine. I was going to write it.
And you did.
Yeah.
And you did.
Thanks.
You're getting through school. You're getting through high school, college. All of these things are going on, right? Yeah. What was that journey like as a young adult? Because after you got through childhood, what was? Oh
man, it was rough.
Okay,
it was rough. Them preteens.
Yeah, turn up. Oh man.
It was rough.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a hard road for me.
Okay.
And it was hard.
I think that, with what a lot of teenagers are going through with so much influence, negative influences, if you will, there's nowhere for them to really turn. Especially in this day and age when you got everything at your fingertips, and everything that's being pushed is always, exactly. Turn up. Okay. Even if they're in a depressing mode, they're turned to turn up. Yeah. Right? The wrong things, exactly. So I think what you're doing is very therapeutic, and really why a lot of people should be reading this book on how to literally live in truth. Yeah. Regardless of what's going on, the turn up ain't gonna get you too far, friend. It's not gonna get you too far. But there's always a light at the end of the tunnel.
That's right.
Regardless of whatever, there's a light. If you are focused, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Absolutely. And let's talk about to survive and to endure. Because we talked about the suffering. Yeah. But let's talk about to survive. The survival. When did that survival mode kick in? And you say, you know what? I don't care. Listen.
Yeah. I think the survival mode kicked in for me when I realized I was about to be a mother.
Oh.
I realized I was about to give birth to a little human being who was going to look up to me to now take care of them. So that's when.
That's the end of the interview. No, I'm just kidding. Whoa.
So that's why I say my little note to my oldest son. He saved my life.
Yes.
Because he gave me purpose. He gave me a reason to want to go on. I realized that I was now going to be responsible for someone. So, yeah.
Wow. Huh. Interesting. And not only that, once you started that, what did that feel like for all of the young women or young men that are out there, right? Once that survival mode kick in and they realize that they're about to be someone's guardian, someone's protector, someone's nurturer, and that is not gender influence, right? The man and the woman is supposed to protect and nurture. That's supposed to go both ways, okay? But if you will, let's kind of highlight that a little bit more. To the youngsters that are out there right now, to all the youngsters that are about to be a parent and they went through. What does that survival mode look like?
Oh wow, it was rough.
Okay.
It was rough because you're about to be a parent.
Yeah.
And going to high school.
Oh.
So you have choices to make. If you don't have a good support system,
okay,
which I didn't have for a long time.
Okay.
You have to choose. Either it's going to be finish school or you're going to go to work to take care of your child.
Okay.
So I was trying to finish school.
Yeah.
But I ended up dropping out. And I went back, but I ended up dropping out because I had to get a job.
Right.
I had to get a job. I had to provide. I had to make sure he was okay.
Survival mode kicked in.
That's right.
Ooh.
That's right. So, I mean, there's no more hanging out with your friends. And, if you're going to parent the right way, and I vowed to raise my child the way I thought I should have been raised. So I sacrificed a lot to make sure that he not go without.
Wow.
So I did that.
Wow. I did that. Listen. You better let them know, girl. Not only did you do that once, you did that 2 more times.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
3 is a charmer.
3 times.
3 times. And then in addition to that, 3 beautiful grandchildren. 3 for 3.
Yes.
Come on now, dream team. Let's get it, girl. How proud are they about your work?
They are my biggest supporters.
Wow.
They are honored that I'm their mom.
Yes.
Oh, man. My daughter says to call me a strong woman is an understatement. I say, wow. So it lets me know just how proud of me they are.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you too, sis.
Well, thank you.
Let me tell you. So interestingly how we met. I mean, it was so unreal. I was like, what's happening? Yeah. How did you find us?
I was on YouTube, and I don't remember. I tried to research my YouTube caption to see what I put in there. I think I put in there Houston podcasts.
Yeah.
And I didn't see it anywhere. But whatever my search was, you guys popped up first.
Oh.
So when I saw it, I was like, okay, let me see if they have an Instagram page. And I found the Instagram page.
Come on.
And from there,
it's been magic and work. Listen,
that's it.
So when we got a chance to literally talk to you, you were so adamant. You were like, I got my book. I want to bring it to y'all where y'all at. Come and let's meet. Let's make this happen. And I'm like, let's make this happen.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's do this. This has been like such an honor to sit and talk with you. I'm not closing the interview. I'm just saying just in general. It's a pleasure to literally sit and talk with you because you're so humble and you're so meek and you come from a loving place and you have been through it, sister.
Yeah.
There is also a moment in the book where you also thank your doctors.
Yes.
You thank so many people.
Yes. Those are the people that didn't know what they were doing in my life. And I took both doctors the book, and my doctor, literally, he wept. He was like, I've never did this to where I made someone put me in a book. Like that.
She went to the barber, y'all. The barber was crying. You had the barber crying.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
This is a must read. It's a must read.
Definite must read.
Because you go through the pain, but you also go through the prosperity, and you also get to the purpose. You get to the purpose. So let's go into. So do you play any instruments? She's like, what? Wait a minute. How we get there? Do you play any instruments? What do you do on your fun time?
I don't. We go fishing. I love to go fishing. We going jet skiing.
Jet skiing?
Yeah, we just did that a couple of weeks
I'm
ago.
scared of you, girl. I ain't got on a jet ski yet, babe. We're going to have to try that. Okay. Like, yeah, we got to do that. So, on a good day, what's a good day for Davida?
A good day for me, I would have to say just that FaceTime video with that grandbaby. You know,
What?
He knows how to grab that phone and call me, and I know he's calling by himself because I'm talking to his lip.
Like, here you go, y'all. Okay.
Yes, those kids are my life.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's my joy. That's my peace. That's my everything. My grandkids, my kids, my husband. It's my life.
Speaking of hubby wubby.
Yes.
Now, we have had a lot of authors come through. You are the first female author to ever grace Iconix Radio. Shout out to the brothers out there. But a queen is in the chair today. But nobody has ever come in and said, hey, my husband named Anthony too. What? Yeah. Wait a minute. What's happening? This is also your partner in life. Yes. You guys have the Helping Hands boarding home. Speaking of the boarding home, how did this, because you've been through so much, you could easily go and get a 9-to-5. You can easily just like, you know what, I just want to just work from home and just chill. Yeah. I want to just go work in the gas. You could go do anything else in the world. But instead, you've teamed up with your partner for life, and y'all are giving back to men. Yes. Please tell us about what you all do.
Well, we run a boarding home, all male boarding home, and we've teamed up with jail diversion. And what they do is homeless guys, they bring them into the center and they place them for 3 months, pay their rent, give them bus passes, try to help them get their lives back on track. Some of them are recovering addicts.
Right.
It was something that my husband came up with. He wanted to give back. So he said, hey, you know, he bought the building, and we was renting it out at one time, and he wanted to give back. So we turned it into a boarding home.
Wow.
So, yeah, that's how we got there.
That's amazing. I think it's very important for people to be able to see the vision and see the vision in action. Like you hear about it, but to see the vision in action, and also to be also seeing the vision in action coming from a place of love and surviving, honey.
That's right.
Let's talk a little bit more about family, because family plays a big part throughout your life, but also right now. Now, people are always asking you, is there going to be another part? Is there going to be a part 2? The answer is
Well, I don't think I'll do a part 2
She's so sweet with it.
just yet because I'm telling my story.
Right.
And I don't want to bring anybody else into it who's not ready to share.
That's right.
I'll protect my family.
So to the family, ain't no part 2 of this book. That's it, y'all. Okay. So everybody else, if you want to know, no. This is your story.
It's my story.
And this is the story you are telling, and this is it.
That's it.
Now, there is some more writing coming, though, right?
I will write about other things.
Okay.
But right now, this is my baby. This is it.
This is it. I love it. I love your vulnerability. Oprah always talks about. So Oprah, I'm just letting you know that it's a book out here you need to read. Quick read. Take you and Gail 5-10 minutes. Pass it on down the line. But thank you for being vulnerable. Oprah always talks about being vulnerable and telling your story and how it can definitely help others. And taking this journey with you while I was reading. Girl, to sit here and talk to you, and you're just so sweet.
Well, I always say, for me to walk around with a frown on my face,
Yes, ma'am.
after God saved my life, would be an insult to Him.
Period.
Yeah. So
Wow.
He brought me through.
Girl.
I'm supposed to smile.
Yes. Thank you. So, teamwork makes the dream work. I know that, there's a few people that definitely are helping you push this book. Any shout outs to some people you want to say hey to?
I'd like to say hey to my kids.
Them babies, honey.
So that would be Derica, Derek, Marquise, of course, my husband Anthony, and my sisters, my 2 sisters.
Yeah.
That'd be Karanda, and we gonna call her Piggy.
Hey, Piggy.
And that is it.
Now, if I don't get invited to the barbecue, I'm just letting you know. I'm being somebody trying like just pass me just Dos Equis and I'm playing. Okay. Okay. So where can people go and find your book?
It's on Amazon.
Okay.
That's the only place it is right now. It's Amazon. Unless you inbox me, I have books in the car.
So I will meet you, honey, or
right.
send them off.
I will.
Is there a website, Instagram, Facebook, or anything, or just specifically through Amazon?
You can go to Amazon, and my Facebook is Miss Davida Young.
Okay.
So it's basically my name. It's Davida Young.
Right there at the bottom. Okay.
Oh yeah, and the link should be on there. And my Instagram is Miss Veda Vida, and that link is to the Amazon is on there as well.
Awesome. Davida, what you grew up listening to?
Oh, I'm old school.
Period. Lil Al Green.
I'm Al Green, Johnny Taylor,
Listen.
Tyrone Davis, Bobby Blue Bland. I am old school.
This is mentioned in the book. That's why I had to ask you, because I was like, oh yeah, this is my girl right here. Who you jamming today? You still jamming the old school?
I'm old school.
Period.
You know that old music don't get old.
Listen.
Frankie Beverly never get old.
Never. They were talking about how Frankie can literally just walk out and the whole audience just sing his song.
That's right.
And Frankie don't sing no more. Frankie just hold the mic out. We love you, Frankie, but you ain't gotta sing no more. We ain't worried. Same thing for Ronald. Ronald, don't stress yourself, honey.
Yeah.
Just put it on. Nothing like some good old school.
Yeah.
That's the vibe that I got reading the beginning of this book, just going through your family line with you and your sisters, and going to your grandmother's house, and seeing the uncles, the ones that turned up all the time. It was just so much fun just going through that journey in the beginning, but then there were some spots that definitely gut punched me.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe it. I couldn't fathom. And just to sit here and know that I'm talking to the survivor herself, the lady, the one and only Miss Young, child, I'm honored. And I just want to say again, no, thank you. Thank you for definitely gracing Iconix Radio with your presence, and we're definitely gonna be we're home for you. So whenever the next book coming on, our sis, come on through and let us know it's dropping. Okay. Are there any words of encouragement that you would like to give to anybody that's out there that can hear the sound of your voice?
I would like to just encourage.
Pull the mic up, because it's deep, y'all.
Okay.
Here we go.
I would like to encourage youngsters.
Yeah.
Anybody that may be going through any type of abuse, who feel like they're not being heard.
Okay.
Someone out there will hear you.
Okay.
Tell your story. Tell your story. Don't hold it in. Don't walk around with that pain for life. Release it. This was my way of releasing it.
Okay. Y'all heard that? Don't walk around holding on to it. Somebody will listen. Exactly. Don't just tell one person. If you got to tell the world, tell somebody. All right, sis. So before I get ready to close this all the way down. Okay. Oh, I need my games real quick. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, Davida?
The next 5 years.
Yes, ma'am.
I see myself retired, traveling,
period,
enjoying the rest of life.
Come on, girl. She said,
you can retire young. Yes.
You can listen. Yes. Claim it now. Retired young, honey. Okay.
That's right.
What you say? Don't put no sheets on me, baby. What you say? Give me the sheer. Give me the sheer. That's right. Okay, Davida. So we're gonna play a little game.
Okay.
Okay. And you can use your lifeline if you would like. Okay. I'm gonna ask you a few questions. I'll give you a couple of little choices, and you just give me. You know what to do.
Okay. Let's do it.
Let's go. Here we go. First question. Who plays the Fresh Prince? A, Sean Wayans, B, O. Willie Smith, or C, Malcolm Jamal Warner?
Will Smith.
Period. Okay. Here we go. Which 90s movie has the best-selling soundtrack of all time? A, The Bodyguard, B, Titanic, or C, Robin Hood?
I would say The Bodyguard.
That girl know her stuff. Come on. Listen, everybody come in here be like, the Titanic, I'm like, oh, don't you do Whitney? Like, okay, come on, Davida. Southside stand up. I'm just saying, okay. If this was the Family Feud, just know. Okay. In the 90s, what was originally used to access the internet? A, Google, B, America Online, or C, AT&T?
Say it again.
Okay.
Give me the multiple choices again.
In the 90s, what was originally used to access the internet? A, Google, B, America Online, or C, AT&T?
Come on, Anthony.
Lifeline.
I'm gonna take a shot right here. I'm gonna say AT&T.
Final answer.
I don't think that's right.
Come on, is that your final answer? It don't have to be.
You say Google, AT&T, and what?
Or America Online, AOL.
Oh, AOL.
Girl, come on, listen. I was
AOL.
Trying not to have to throw you the,
you gotta say AOL.
You gotta say.
I don't know American Online.
Period. That is right. Listen.
You gotta say AOL.
They tried to get you. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. What style of shirt did the grunge What style of shirt did the grunge movement make popular during the 90s? A, flannel, B, polo, or C, jean?
In the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Polo.
Final answer.
Flannel.
He think, period.
Flannel.
Listen, I don't know what kind of thing y'all just had happen, but he was like, okay, I see. Okay, here we go. James Woods voiced the villain for which 1997 animated movie? A, The Rescuers Down Under, B, Beauty and the Beast, or C, Hercules?
I don't know who that is, so I'm gonna go with what's A and C again?
A is The Rescuers Down Under, and C is Hercules.
Give me Hercules.
Period, girl. You better come on with it. Look, she ain't come here to lose. Southside, stand up. Look, okay. Last one. Here we go. What is the name of the 90s yogurt that comes in an easy squeezable tube? A, the Animal Squeezables, B, Go-Gurt, or C, Yoplait?
Go-Gurt.
Period. That girl did not come here to lose. Yes. This has been so much fun. Thank you so much, Davida Young, for coming through and gracing us with your amazing presence, your inspiring story, your words of girl, just gems on top of gems. And shout out to them babies, 3 for 3. Any final words before we go to get up out of here, girl?
No, thank you for the interview.
Oh!
Thank you for the time.
Thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure. And Queen, let me just say this is only the beginning for you. I wish you so much success. Thank you. Book tour will definitely be coming soon. Y'all be on the lookout. She ain't done. All right? Amen. It's your girl, Mikhail Rose. We are Izzy out.